Peace. This is Waz for Waz Words Media back at y'all for another round. And Blockbuster card has been announced for Saturday, August 3rd, 2024, live from Los Angeles, California, with the main event, of course, being number one pound for pound fighter in the world, Terence Bud Crawford, will take on the very dangerous Israil Madrimov. I mean, let's face it. Yes, Crawford wanted to get a shot at either Tim Tszyu or Sebastian Fedora for that WBO. However, this fight right here against Madrimov, I'm telling you, fight fans, if you're not familiar with Madrimov, you can go on YouTube. I've been watching him for years on The Zone, and he is a very entertaining fighter for one, because he has a very awkward style. When you watch this fight, a lot of you who are not familiar with him, you may become fans of his. And you're going to remember the name and start following him moving forward. I know that was my first impression when I first saw him years back on The Zone. He has a very awkward style. And he throws punch, like, first the way he approaches opponents is funny. Then he has this herky jerky leaping gazelle hooks. Like he throws punches from various angles. He's very unorthodox and he packs power. And he's gonna be the naturally bigger man than Terence Crawford, having fought at the 154-pound division a lot longer. So Terence Crawford, this is no cakewalk, man. This is not going to be a walk in the park for Terence Crawford. This is going to be a hard fight, and I'm telling y'all, it's going to be harder than the Errol Spence fight. I'm telling y'all. So, but it doesn't stop there. What they did with this undercard must be commended, highly applauded, because, like, there's been a lot of lackluster undercards, but this one right here, we're going to get, to start things off, you know, why not a rivalry renewed? We're going to get the return of Abner Mares as he takes on longtime rival Leo Santa Cruz in their third fight. Santa Cruz has had the best part of these fights, but we'll see what happens next. You know, Mares, I had a feeling he would come back, you know, doing commentating when you're still young and you still feel like you have that ability. I felt he would come back, but to hear him come back against Leo Santa Cruz, that's going to be pretty cool, man. Pretty good way to kick off a pay-per-view. And then, aside of that, you're going to have a big heavyweight clash, man. This one right here can headline a night on its own. And this is Andy Ruiz. Andy the Destroyer Ruiz versus Jared Big Baby Miller. Somebody's going down in that fight. That fight is gonna be, oh man, you got two heavyweights that want to put their name back on the map. They kind of fell to the radar, kind of fell off the radar, fell to the wayside a little bit. But this is the type of fight right here, taking on an opponent that they're going to be facing. You know, Ruiz taking on Miller, Miller taking on Ruiz. This is the type of name that could catapult them back to relevancy and land them a big heavyweight pay-per-view fight, which could be against the winner of Fury versus Usyk, which is coming up later next month. But yeah, Miller versus Ruiz, that's going to be a good one. And then this one right here, this could have been like also another card. You know, this could have headlined another card in and of itself too. So you're going to have in the co-feature, Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus El Rayo Valenzuela. Now, that is going to be a very, very entertaining fight. That's going to be a good fight. I mean, both men coming off of very impressive victories. You have Pitbull Cruz, who just completely dominated Rolly, and he did it in a high-profile event. So that had a lot of eyes looking, and you know, his name's been buzzing, ringing lately. And El Rayo Valenzuela, man, after being robbed by the judges against Chris Colbert, they ran it back and he got the get back, man. You know, he ends up knocking out Chris Colbert, and he puts an end to that feud because yeah, he did it with a statement. He did it with a statement this time. He didn't want to leave it to the judges. Knocked out Colbert and reestablished himself as a prime name in the division. So this is going to be another good fight right here between Pitbull and Valenzuela. So this is a stacked card, man. You got Abner Mares versus Leo Santa Cruz just to start things off. Then you got Big Baby Miller versus Andy Ruiz. Co-feature, you're going to have Pitbull Cruz versus El Rayo Valenzuela. And then in the pay-per-view main event, you're going to have Terence Bud Crawford, #1 pound for pound, going for that vacant WBO title against Israil Madrimov. That's a stacked pay-per-view, man. I'm looking forward to that one. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Drop some bars. I'm Waz for Waz Words Media. Peace.